basically kind of get the chance to admire this place. Look at that. Alright, hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today, Sonny and I are going to be exploring the remains of a really well-known resort. We're super excited to be here and see something that's a little more classic, has a lot of history behind it. There's a lot of really famous comedians and performers who come here and perform just to entertain all the guests that were staying here. But with that being said, they're ready to go and check on this place and see what exactly is left behind. So let's go around here and see what we can find. So this is the building that we're starting off in. You can see that it is super destroyed. There's a lot of actual water coming in right now. It is pouring outside. It's just crazy. You look at the ground and you see all this moss on the tiles that have fallen down. And it's just crazy how only really a few years has done such a number on this place. It's just really, really destroyed. This section over here looks kind of interesting. I think Sonny was mentioning he could envision a little piano on there. Maybe there were some tables here. I don't really know exactly what the layout of this place was like. But it seems like a place where a bunch of people would, you sit down, get some entertainment. Well, I know, but I'm curious to see what else this place has to offer. Just look at all that water that's coming in. No wonder this place has done such a number, because, it's, you can only do so much to prevent water damage, and no one's, taking care of this place anymore. Wow. So anyway, we definitely have to be careful here. You gotta be prepared for anything, if there's gonna be unstable floors or who knows what else. So we're gonna be really careful while walking around this place. Okay guys, these upper floors are really, really trash. We're trying to be super careful with the floors because you can tell that they are crazy looking.
Yeah, just crazy.
Yeah, wow.
Super dangerous.
To be honest, I don't really know how much is even going to be in here because we're going to probably poke our head into a few rooms, but it looks pretty freaking trashed. Sheesh. Is that door even open? No. Okay, we're in 717. Oh, I got the door. Oh, it just actually doesn't slam. But yeah. Wow, actually, yeah, it's pretty empty in here. You can see. Not really too much left. I don't really know if we're gonna stick in here for too long, guys. It's just, like I said, super sketchy. I don't really know if there's anything in this one. We might just hop into the next building. What do you think, Sonny?
I think maybe just head up and see, but I feel like if they
I'm gonna check out a few floors.
The whole thing's probably scrapped, honestly.
Yeah. Sometimes it's hit, sometimes it's missed. But there's another building. We know there's some cool stuff in that one, so we'll probably
still a cool vibe.
Make our way over there. And actually, by the end of the hall here, you can see that the entire window is just completely open. So, and they have a bunch of boards, I guess. They put a little bit everywhere, trying to, I don't know, keep people from getting in a third-story window. I don't really know the logic of that, but anyways, guys, I don't really think there's much to see in here, so we're gonna hop on over to the other building and check it out. We're in the stairwell, and there's just a lot of black mold. Makes sense from all that water that was coming in, jeez. So you gotta be careful when you're in this place. Ideally, you don't want to expose yourself to too much of this. I do like this pink hued door, though. It's the exit door. So we're gonna hop on out of here, but yeah, a lot of pink in here. I don't know what the theme was back then, but you can see a little bit of paint peelies. Actually got paint all over my fingers when I was opening the door, so anyways, let's go on to the next building. So now we're in the other building. There's really not too many buildings left here because they did demolish a few of them a few years back. But they did have a giant golf course here, and I guess this is a bunch of golf clubs that they left. So there's that. And then there's this giant stairwell up here. We're gonna make our way up and check out the upper floors. And then there's also a beautiful theater in here that we're gonna end off on a high note and check out that. Seems like it's super flooded, so hopefully we can manage okay. And just more mossy overgrowth and ceiling tiles falling on the ground. What else would you expect? And you can actually see up here that there's this really pretty little chandelier, and there's even more moss growing on the tiles. on the ceiling, which is just interesting. I feel like nature can adapt to so many environments. It's very interesting. I don't know how well you guys are gonna be able to see this, but that's the outdoor pool that's been drained. Our little pan to go too up close to it just because the visibility out here is really bad, and we don't want to get caught, obviously. So, but really adds to the dystopian vibe. It's very eerie always to see like drained pools, and you see all this like debris that's in it. It's very rusty looking. But yeah, but it was a hit here, and now it definitely doesn't look like how people remember. You have to think that people have all these memories of this place, and they're all amazing and happy, and I'm sure if they came back here, they would be kind of shocked to see the state that this place has been slowly decaying into. Probably be a far cry of the good family memories that they used to have here. And over here, it looks like a giant kind of shared community type space. Again, very trashed, partially vandalism, partially decay. But you can just imagine, I think Sonny was saying, you know, that there probably would have been a lot of tables in here. Maybe some music, I don't know, I feel like that was like a big thing. Just a lot of events, a lot of entertainment. That's like a big pull to these old resorts. But either way, we're gonna keep on going. See what else is up here. Wow, this is kind of crazy. I wanted to show you guys the theater, but it is so dark in here, and embarrassingly enough, no, I am not good at shooting in manual. I can admit that. So give me a second. I'm gonna try and figure out the best way that I can to show you this place, but wow. It is like pitch black. You can only see like a little bit of light from Sonny trying to show his flashlight and everything, but holy crap, it's dark in here. Alright guys, we just kind of decided to come back down to the main floor and see the theater through this perspective because as you know, it was just crazy dark in there. Hopefully we can work something out just to give you guys a better look and see what else they left down here. So here's some more evidence from the golfing side of this place. Just a lot of golf clubs. I'm sure any fellow golfers out there would be like, why did they leave it? Or maybe they're not great quality, who knows? Maybe they're just like rental pieces. In that case, they're probably not great quality, but still, they left it all here in shambles. And yeah, they've been sitting here for years. So I just entered the theater. Can't really see a lot. I might be relying on Sonny's super bright flashlight for this, but you can kind of see there's a little bit like these white swirlies, almost like a little bit of detail added into the blue paint. You can kind of see it over here too. Basically, they tried to make it like a little galaxy theme almost. You can see like little planets painted in certain sections. I'll have to try and show you guys better a little later, but I think that's kind of cool. It was like super bright blue in here, and it was almost like, you know, a night under the stars, and you can all imagine too with the lighting in here how cool that would look. So I kind of wish I had the experience to be here when it was in its prime. I can only imagine how stunning this place really was. Here's a better look of that almost like Milky Way type design that they tried to really incorporate here. You can see there's almost like little planets that they tried to build in, like a little hole in the ceiling that, you know, it's just part of the decay. But wow, I mean, interesting. You can only imagine what this place looked like when it was, again, it was in its prime and families were here. And, you know, it's kind of cool because, you know, really big comedians, Joan Rivers, Jerry Seinfeld, a lot of them got their start here. This is kind of like their home base, and that's, you know, something fascinating about this place, that even if it is more trash, there's just all this amazing history behind it that's specific to this region. And I don't know, that just adds something special here that makes it feel really cool to be standing here and know all that happened, that there's just so many memories here, and now we get to be here and experience it in a new way. Look at all that water dripping. You guys can barely hear me over all this rain that's coming through here. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay, but wow. It's all in the little details. Again, I'm sure that this also like kind of faded out over time. I'm sure the details used to be much nicer, but I'm sure that's what comes with decay is, you know, destruction and everything changes, but kind of adds to a new form of beauty. Look at all that beautiful rusty water. I wonder how much longer this place is gonna last. And also just this carpet too. I mean, interesting design, kind of have bluey hue. has a very dated feel. A lot of the things with these kind of resorts is that they had a super dated look to them and they just never really updated it. So when this place probably went through its biggest boom in the 50s through the 80s, it pretty much probably still looked exactly like this, and then they just never changed it. So it's kind of cool in that way too, that it's not like a modernized version. A lot of this is probably original. Who knows when the last time they changed these carpets were, you know? But you just think about those things and it just makes this place so much more cool. Now this is the kind of main walkway, the main way people would kind of come in here. And it is just crazy to kind of get the chance to admire this place. Look at that. Sonny's helping me out with the lighting situation here. I really appreciate him. Shout out to Sonny boy. He's always helping me out. Yeah, it's just, wow, take a minute to take that all in. It's absolutely stunning. So we kind of just came to the back bar section where you have to think they're probably preparing, you know, all these cocktails and little snacks and things for all the guests while they were getting entertained. And look at it, all these old school photos of, I'm guessing these were entertainers, maybe small scale entertainers, but it was interesting because you can even see like that one right there has like a hand signed, you know, little note and everything on it. Over here, I mean, you also just see like the style. It's like big hair, everything, like very classic 80s. So they must have just kept this up for a really long time. Maybe anyone who used to come here, they would have photos that they would put up over time. I'm not really sure. Even this guy too. I don't even know what his name is, but see his signed photo again. Just all feels very 80s. But yeah, maybe these were some of the performers that used to be here. Now we're gonna head further behind, probably see backstage area. I think Sonny was telling me maybe there's like the area here where I don't know if there's like little rooms for any of the performers. I don't know, you see like a whole cheesy star there. Kind of makes me think, oh my god, the star is here. This is like their personal dressing room. So let's go check that out. So here's one of the stars rooms, I guess. You can actually see there's like all these like big typical set lights, and you have like a mirror here they probably would sit in front of, do their, you know, all makeup, whatever else they need to prepare, hang out on the couch, maybe have a drink or something. I don't know, it just has that feel to it. So you have to imagine, like, was Joan Rivers like sitting here? Was like Jerry Seinfeld in this room maybe at one point? It's just crazy to think about that this could have been like a space for them, you know, when they had their early start. So it's kind of crazy. And here's that other one that I was showing before, which can't really get into close because it's really trashed in here and there's a lot of stuff thrown all over. But again, you have that big kind of mirror where you'd imagine them sitting here getting their makeup done. All the light bulbs probably would have been all screwed in there, probably all gone now. And still, you could just imagine that they were just sitting here, kind of just relaxing, getting ready for, you know, their set to start. Just so interesting to be in this space and you have to think about all the people who were here, got their start here. Super cool. Alright, so we're gonna walk the way that all the stars that have been here before, you know, this is the way that they would come through. They would have their grand entrance, they would come. All the curtains are still hanging and stuff. They have like a little back-seated rise up, I guess, section here. But yeah, they would come out here. Super dark, so I'm probably not gonna be able to see a whole lot. Thank you, Sonia. Appreciate that. But yeah, this was their performing stage. This was their, I don't know, this was quite literally, yeah, their stage, their moment. Yeah, the magic, you know? So
Great to think about that.
You can see all the lights up here, all the different colors. I'm sure they had a cool color show and everything to go along with everything. I mean, they did all kinds of performances here, not just stand-up. I'm sure there was all kinds of other kinds of entertainment. Yeah. But so very decayed, very, you know, raggedy now, but still, I mean, you think, like I said before, like Joan Rivers could have been standing here at one point in time. I mean, she was. It wasn't just could have. Jerry Seinfeld, you know, all these people. It's just nuts to think about that they were all here, you know, when they were young, back in the, you know, back in the heyday, as they used to say. But I just love the details up on the ceiling. That color is just getting me. That under the stars kind of vibe. It's really, really nice. Like I said, I almost envy the people who got to experience this place when it was at its peak, because I can only imagine. It's just, they aren't going to make things like this anymore. It's just, the style is different. What people want is different nowadays. And there's something about, you know, I don't want to say it's, you know, something cheesy, but it's not going to ever be built like they used to. It's classic. So either way, guys, this is It's been a really amazing experience, and I'm glad I got to share this with all you guys. All right, Sonny, what did you think of this place?
I thought it was amazing, and you know, just standing on the stage where all these people came to perform, you know, such famous people. They were here, they were captivating these audiences, and it's like, you can still feel that energy when you stand on the stage, just like we are now.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
All the memories, they just echo and echo and echo. Like I said earlier in the video, it's just, you come to these places and it's maybe more destroyed and whatever, but you can still imagine all the good memories here. There are people out there to this very day that still look back at, you know, in their minds, and it's like a fond memory. Yes. And they have no idea that it looks like this now. You know, I'm sure they know it's abandoned, but they probably have no clue that it's so far from what they remember. Exactly. So it's kind of the same thing too, where it's still amazing to experience it, that, you know, if we can't experience it when it was active, we still get to experience it in another form.
Yeah, because one day, you know, this place, you know, they saw the condition in the video. It's like one day, this place is just going to fall down.
Yeah, it's either that or someone's going to say, we don't want it anymore, that we want to demolish it, whatever. Yeah, and so it's important to come to these places, because we always say there are some more unique spots. You know, these are not the modern era bandos. These are the older style classic places that, you know, you appreciate in any state, because there's so much history, it's different, and that era is kind of done. They don't build stuff like this anymore. We're not going to see places that are abandoned like this anymore. So when you get the chance, you should come out here. We were saying to like all of our friends and stuff, you know, don't ever let this stuff wait, because then you're always going to regret it. It's going to be demolished, something's going to happen, there's going to be a fire, something always happens, and then it sucks because you never got to experience one of the classic things that is probably never going to come back. So I think overall, we're just really grateful that we got to see it. Really hyped. It's always cool to see a unique style theater. This is definitely right up there. You know, right up there for tubs like that. You know, it's more unique. So I think with that, we're kind of ready to wrap up, head on out of here, warm up, right, Sonny?
Peace.
So peace out. All right, guys, I'm gonna end the video right here. I hope you enjoyed exploring this abandoned resort with Sonny and I. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And of course, like always, we'll catch ya in the next one.